guys, Sabrina here. So in my last video, which was a couple weeks ago now, I've been on vacation, cut me some slack. In my last video, I talked about all the smart home tech and all the different types of smart home tech that I keep in my apartment. I promised you guys in my next video that I would talk a little bit more about some of the automations that I keep in my home. Just a couple housekeeping rules before we start. There is a chance that I might say the A word, so if you want to mute your A's now, go ahead and do that. I will try my best not to. I'm also not going to go too in depth on how to create these automations. If you guys have questions below about a specific automation, or you want me to make another video detailing how to do these specific automations, I will. Also, like I mentioned in my last video, I wanted to thank you guys for 10K. Now I'm almost at 13. Get your girl to 13, okay? I am giving away an Echo Show 5. I will be announcing the winner in this video, so be sure to stick through the whole video to see if you won the Echo Show 5. Okay, let's begin. To start off my day, I have everything starting off at sunrise. The first automation that I use is my lighting. At sunrise, my lights in my bedroom as well as in my living room begin to fade in directly at sunrise. They fade into a daylight color using Philips Hue. The Philips Hue app syncs with sunrise time. It starts the lights to fade in slowly from 0% to 100% to a daylight setting. I particularly like this automation because it helps to wake my body up. The light that I wake up to literally mimics the lighting outside. So the lights don't fully wake me up at that time because it's still pretty early, but at 6:30 my first notification goes off from the Amazon Echo.
Good morning, Sabrina. You have 30 minutes before it's time to wake up.
At 6:30 she lets me know that I have about 30 minutes to wake up. Now I'm not going to say that my routines are the most productive routines. I do lay in the bed for quite some time before I get up, which is why I've set up my automations this way. And it just kind of slowly wakes me up. And I do kind of stay in this space for about an hour before I actually move out the bed. But like I said, this is just my routine. It's not a productive routine. At 7 a.m., my next notification goes off from my Amazon Echo. At 7 a.m., she'll let me know that it's pretty much time to get up.
Come on, Sabrina. Time to get up and rock and roll. It's a new day, hun. Don't waste it.
Also at 7 a.m., my lights in my kitchen will come on, and also my TV will turn on just to let me know that, hey, you can watch the news now, maybe it's time to get up. But also, I'm not gonna lie, either I do wake up at 7 or I don't. But in case I don't, another notification goes off from Amazon at 7:30. At this point, I have her tell me about the weather. Also, she'll play some of my news clips from CNN and CNET, and that kind of gets my day started.
In Babylon, it's 67 degrees Fahrenheit with cloudy skies. Tonight's forecast calls for more of the same, with a low of 67 degrees. Here's the latest from your flash briefing. From CNN.
At 7:45 in the morning, I begin to transition into the kitchen. I have my Echo Show 5 begin to play some music from my Spotify playlist, and it's very soft at a level 3. She'll start playing some music that way. It'll kind of direct me to go into the kitchen and begin to make my coffee. So I have some music playing in the background while I'm making my coffee. As I'm doing that, around 8 o'clock, I'll get a notification from my phone telling me just about how long it'll take me to get to work. So I have the Shortcuts app run a shortcut for me to tell me how much time it'll take me to get to work on time at 9 a.m. So I usually check that and gauge how much time I really have to get dressed. The music from my Echo Show 5 only plays for about 10 or 15 minutes before it shuts off. After I've checked the notification on my phone about traffic and getting to work, at 8:10, my podcast will begin to play in my bathroom from my Echo Dot. As I walk into my bathroom, I have motion sensors that automatically turn on the lights as soon as I enter the bathroom. My podcast is already playing from the Echo Dot. I start to brush my teeth after I drink all my coffee, and then after I brush my teeth, I hop in the shower. And the Echo Dot usually plays my podcast for about 10 to 15 minutes as well. That way I don't stay in the bathroom for too long.
Resuming the latest episode, 294, Bachelor in Paradise, episode 2 and 3, WTF. Why is everyone acting like they've never met?
After that, I'll jump out of the shower. After that, I will head and transition into my bedroom to get dressed. So in my bedroom, I have these lovely lights behind me. They will count down or give me notifications about when I should be leaving the house. About 30 minutes before I should be leaving the house to get to work on time, my lights will remain green. And then as the time decreases, about 20 minutes and then about 10 minutes, my lights will transition from the colors of green to yellow to red. And at red, I know I need to hurry up, speed it up, get dressed, and get out the house. This is great because sometimes I'm not always checking the time, but I can visually see colors. So that's a great indication of letting me know that it's time to go and time to hurry up and kick it in gear. I'm normally always late. I'm normally always running on CP time. I don't know, I can't help it. But the colors do help in getting me out the house. But one thing I don't worry about when I'm leaving the house is turning anything off. My Philips Hue, my Amazon Echo app, as well as my Nest thermostat app all track my phone's location. So once I leave the vicinity of my apartment complex, everything shuts off. My lights turn off from Philips Hue. Amazon Echo will shut off anything else that's not a Philips Hue light. My Nest thermostat will set my temperatures to an eco setting. Like I mentioned in my last video, if you haven't checked that out, you should probably see that. But in my last video, I mentioned that my eco temperatures are set based on temperatures that are safe for my dog when he's home by himself. I don't want it to ever get too hot in the apartment, and I also don't want it to get too cold in the apartment, so I like to keep it at a comfortable temperature. Also, when I leave my house, Alexa Guard turns on. That way she's kind of arming the apartment, and while I'm not in the house, she's listening for certain things like glass breaking or smoke detection or even dog barking, which is a huge thing for me. Because of COVID and me being home, Bentley has a little bit of separation anxiety, so it's like I'm retraining him all over again to be okay with being home by himself. I've already gotten calls from management about my dog excessively barking. Now that I have Amazon set up to listen for the barking, she will notify me as soon as he barks and talk to him about telling him not to bark while I'm not home.
Stop all that barking before you get your mom in trouble.
Once I get that notification, I can drop in on my phone on an Amazon Echo or drop in on my Blink camera to see how he's doing and why he's barking. As I am returning home, again, these 3 apps that I'm using, Philips Hue, Amazon Alexa, and Google Nest Thermostat, are still tracking my location. My Nest thermostat will switch back from away to home. My thermostat will go back into its normal settings. And when I walk through the door, I have a SmartThings sensor on my front door that triggers my lights in my kitchen to come on when that sensor is in an open state, which means the door has been open. At 7 o'clock, I have my smart vacuum begin to run and clean up everything. I usually don't like having my vacuum run when I'm not home because she's kind of good at avoiding obstacles, but not also the greatest. And I've caught her eating up some things that she shouldn't be eating up when I'm not home. So at 7 o'clock, she'll begin to run, clean the carpet, she goes back and forth, and then she will return home to her base. It takes her a while to get there, but sometimes she does return home. And at 15 minutes before sunset, I have my lights transition from these bright white lights that I normally set during the day into a more warm and comfortable setting. And that will happen over a 30-minute span, but it will start 15 minutes before sunset. That way, when the sun is setting, the lights in my apartment are also changing. And I like that effect because it kind of mimics what's happening outside, inside. If I am cooking at all on that specific day when I get home, I will always set a timer through Amazon Echo because I have a habit of forgetting that I'm cooking things and I don't want things to burn up. Not only do I have Echo set a timer, when I ask her to, she also blinks all of the lights in the apartment when the timer goes off. Sometimes if I'm in my bedroom and I just jumped in the bed real quick, I will forget. I may not hear the alarm going off in the kitchen. All my lights will blink and it'll let me know that the timer has gone off. At 10 p.m., I usually transition my lights from more of a bright yellow setting to a dimmed setting. The lights will begin to dim from about 9:50 to about 10:10, and they'll dim to a soft yellow light. I like to change my lights from different color settings. That way I know the day is progressing. But if by any chance I want to watch a movie or something before 10 o'clock, I have set up NFC chips, which are these little white dots. They are plastic, they are very light, and they are very, very cheap. So these you can use to run smart home automations, and there are also a lot of things that you can use these little dots for. I also will be showing a little video on what I've done here with this specific dot. I created this one myself, but this one specifically, I have a bunch of these set up around my house to run smart home automations. So in the case that before 10 o'clock, I wanted to watch a movie, and these kind of act like a little bit like Apple Pay. If you're familiar with Apple Pay, all you do is scan your phone and you pay. For these, I have one hidden inside of my book and you would never know. All I do is scan my phone to it and that starts my movie mode. So essentially all my lights in my apartment shut off. The TV turns over to Netflix, and then my Philips Hue gradient lights, if you haven't watched that video, be sure to watch that video as well. My Philips Hue gradient lights come on around my TV. I also included an NFC chip on my iPad mount. That way that'll trigger all of my lights to come on in a more bright setting and then turn on the TV so I can watch it. I also have NFC chips on the sides of my nightstand. That way I can control my lights. Sometimes I don't really want to talk to her, you know what I mean? And I usually have my phone in my hand so I can just lean over and scan the chips, and that way it'll either turn on my lights or off my lights. I also have an NFC chip on this side of my dresser that turns off all the lights in the house. So if I don't want to wait for my automations and I kind of want to go to bed early and I don't want to get up to turn on the light switch and I don't want to talk to her, I know this sounds like really lazy, but I find it useful. I can just scan my phone, it'll control all those things for me. If you guys want to see a more in-depth tutorial on how to use these NFC chips, be sure to leave a comment down below and I will get you that video. To close out my night, usually at 12 a.m., I have Amazon Echo set off a routine that shuts off everything at 12 a.m. That means the TV in the living room, all of the light, and all the lights in my bedroom, except my bedroom TV, because sometimes I'm up past 12 a.m. and I just want to continue to watch TV. I have my bedroom TV go off at 3 a.m. and I'm usually asleep by then. I'm somebody who needs something to fall asleep to, so I like to keep my TV on up until I fall asleep. At 12 a.m. also my blink camera arms the living room, and that'll let me know if there's any motion or anything happening in the living room while I'm asleep, and that'll notify me here in my bedroom. And that is pretty much my automation setup, and that's what gets me through my daily activities. I find it useful because it keeps me on track, keeps me on schedule, also keeps down electricity if I need it, and it's just a fun way to integrate into my life. So with that being said, thank you guys. If you stuck to the end of the video, you must want to know who won the giveaway from the last video. And the winner is Mia Cueva. I think I'm saying your name right. If not, please let me know. Be sure to contact me on my Instagram and I will make sure to get that Echo Show 5 out to you. And thank you for watching my video. I hope this is helpful for you and your husband in your new apartment. I appreciate you guys for getting me to 10K. Thank you very, very much. Be sure to stay tuned to my next video. Bear with me. I work a full-time job as an engineer and I also bake on the side, and I just have a lot of things going on. So I'm trying my best to get the videos out. But if you enjoyed this video, be sure to watch this video here where I mentioned all the smart tech that I keep in my apartment, as well as this video down here, and that is about my Philips Hue gradient light strip. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like the video if you liked it. It really helps, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Peace.